The first thing I have to get to, I just got to get to this, is this asinine ruling by this judge in New York, Letitia James. Now, this is what is called piling on. Now they try to revoke Trump's New York license to do business, saying that he overvalued his companies in order to get loans from banks, but he paid all the loans back. There's no victims. That's number one. Number two is, when you value your property, you pay taxes on what you value it as. So he's paying higher taxes. And now they're trying to say that Mar-a-Lago is worth $27 million. Have you ever been there? Right? You go to Mar-a-Lago, you try to buy a home in Palm Beach on a half an acre right around the corner. One house is $3, $4, $5 million cash. So you're going to tell me that Mar-a-Lago is only worth 5 times a house? This is so stupid. Isn't this just piling on? Isn't this just going to blow up in their faces, Phil?
Well, I don't know. It will take the American people to wake up and realize. I'm reminded of the quote of Niemöller when he spoke about how the governments of Europe were coming after certain classes of people, and he didn't raise his voice, particularly in Germany at the time as we moved towards World War II, because he was not one of those classes. And I'm concerned that a lot of the American people are willing to watch this assault on American liberty because it doesn't directly impact them. And the guardrails are coming off in America. Right. What we're seeing is very reflective of the belief of our government right now and those who have power, that the primary threat to America is people who think differently than them. So they have to go after them, particularly if those people engage in seeking political office like President Trump has, and are pose a threat to their power. We see it with Jack Smith's investigation and prosecution of President Trump. There's not one allegation within those indictments that Trump caused violence or wanted violence to occur at the Capitol building. But they've taken a set of laws, and laws that weren't intended to be criminalized in nature, and then taken a technical violation of that law and turned it into a grand conspiracy. Let me give you an example, John. The federal government passed laws, Congress passed laws some time ago regarding the submission of the federal budget. That law reads that the president shall submit his budget on a date certain. I believe it's March 1st of each year. Well, President Biden has not followed that law. He's violated it most of the times that he submitted a budget. He's been late. So if Republicans get in power, under the current Democratic theory, they could demand emails and communications within the federal government executive branch during the time of Biden preparation of budget, and found that people are saying, well, we think it's best to delay the budget, and we're going to put political pressure over here, and we're going to try to get this congressman in support, and we need to do this, and we don't have this data, and then allege a conspiracy to violate federal law. That's the game that's going on. I could pick all kinds of statutes and laws and do that too. Every state has a statute that says their legislature shall adjourn on a date certain. I can tell you that rarely happens. Oftentimes, they will even move the clock to continue to be in session. And if we investigated them, we could probably find all kinds of emails and lobbyists saying we need to delay so we can get this vote and so that we can get this passed, or we need to get this representative or senator on board. And we could turn the entire political process into a crime. In fact, that's basically what the Supreme Court said about Jack Smith when he prosecuted a former Virginia governor, obtained a conviction because the jury was following the technical side of the law. And Jack Smith's theory on how that law applied, according to the United States Supreme Court, in a 9-0 decision that included 2 Clinton appointees and a Biden appointee, the Supreme Court basically said, look, if we accept Jack Smith's theory of the law, there's no democracy anymore. That's what we've gotten. That's what we have going on right now. And unless the American people wake up, and unless people in the profession of law start waking up and speaking against what is happening, we will lose our liberties.